Yo, what's up, Banter fam? As you can see, I'm sitting in the home studio, actually getting ready for the new live show that's coming. That's why I'm doing the show today. I'm going to be updating you guys on when we are starting. We are starting this week, so it's very exciting. And then I also saw that there was a bunch of redness in the market today. So let's go jump on and let's see, like, are we going to go test the 25K again? Is that the next range for us? And if we do start to bounce on this, where can we see the relief bounce? You know, where is the key levels? Because the sad thing is we did break so much structure within the last few weeks. The 20K, even the $15,000 Bitcoin is still possible. Now, are we going there first? Or are we going up first to certain levels? Is that time for us to exit, time for us to get out of the market, and then possibly look at scooping up much lower sort of points, lower sort of levels, as we can see that dominance is just creeping up. So right now, it is Bitcoin time. All eyes on Bitcoin. Altcoins are just not even thought of at the moment. No one's really, there's not crazy volume happening there. So let's go through it, guys. Let's go through that. We've had a lot of redness in the stock markets as well. And we had the Dixie, you know, where the dollar really strengthening over the last few weeks as well. So, you know, are we finally going to get a reversal? Because something can't go for too long. We've noticed it, right? Luna went up for how long? What happened there? You know, a lot of coins went up for too long. We have the dollar index that's doing the exact same. There's got to be some sort of reversal. So let's go through that as well. Let's go through the stock markets. Let's go through Bitcoin. Let's go through some of the altcoins as well. And then let's get into the juice of the new damn trading show, because I'm very... You can start the show.
Click. Have you heard the news? What? With his finger on the pulse, it's like Sheldon knew. Click. When the sniper shoots, we got Sheldon on the chart, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. So enter the sniper, click. Time to be dedicated, sniper mode is activated. Explosions in the market are in target, and Sheldon demonstrates. Mirror on the wall, Master Sheldon tell us all. We got Sheldon on the chart, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. Enter the sniper, click. Enter the sniper.
Yo, Banter fam, I hope you're all having a fantastic day so far. I know there's a little bit of redness, but hopefully we're going to get a damn bounce and we're going to start getting a little bit of greenness in the market again. We know these times are tough. We know they're quite hard. But guys, welcome to my beloved Crypto Banter community. I love you guys. I've missed you guys. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling more energized. I'm feeling like I'm ready to come back and kick things hard with you guys and to, you know, get through this year. And we're going to get through it and we're going to rock it all the way through. To anyone that is new, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Make sure you're following myself on Twitter, Sheldon_sniper. Make sure you're following all of our social media platforms as well as on our website, as you get tons of free alpha there every single day for free. Plus, we have the school coming, a lot of exciting news that's actually coming. As you guys can see, I am shooting from home. Have a look. I got this set up. It's all coming, guys. I'm getting ready to be going live at middle of the night for me, which will be the daytime for the US. This is a setup that's here for me to go live at any single damn moment, because we are not going to get into the habit of predicting the market anymore. I think we've done that a lot, and it's time to shift off quite a bit of that at the moment. We're rather going to wait for the market to move. When the market moves, let me go live and let's go trade the damn market. Instead of me trying to do a set show every day and trying to do a set thing, you know, why not wait for the market to do something? I jump on with you guys and we do it together. I'm starting off with a small account. I'm actually doing multiple accounts. I'm going to be running 3 different size accounts in front of you guys, as I have some cool reasons for them and what I'm actually doing it. But it's time to do it together, right? It's time to hit it and time to join it. So I'll go through more of that quite shortly. I think let's jump back on. I missed you guys too very much. Thank you all again for all the support. So guys, as you can see, we basically had the little pullback, you know, within today, which usually happens when we have something where we have, a really sharp downwards movement to a specific area. We know Bitcoin bottomed out in the region of 25,300, more or less in that sort of zone. It did go there quite quickly. We didn't get the full reversal pin bar that we actually wanted. So, at times like this, it does make sense that price goes sideways and it can come down and slightly enter these ranges again, and then we can look at some sort of relief bounce. But I am starting to see a little bit of signs of buying up power again, especially this little candle that we form now. We can see how we've basically stayed in the boring range. I think Bitcoin's been going between 28 and 31,000 now for the last few days, if not a few weeks as well. And now we can see we're at a point now, one more dip through, because why? What's price doing right now? It's basically hovering and it's waiting to see if there's buying power hitting the moment. And if it doesn't, it goes lower. And then it goes sideways again. And if there's no buying attention, it goes lower. And that's simplicity of how the whales like to play the game. They like to test the water of putting it to certain levels, looking where people are biting. And if it's not, they get it lower, they bring it down. And then once they've managed to accumulate their positions and what they want, then they start to get the breakout candles, start to get the market to FOMO back in. It's the same sort of system that plays out many times. So I do like to see that we are forming some sort of 4-hour pin bar, because what we did have on the 4-hour is we did have this sort of support, a place that we've been bouncing. We bounced 4 times over the last few days. We did possibly break it now, which was, obviously very quick. But the fact that we got bought up now and we're looking to close above that, that would be a good sign for us. But nonetheless, we still have the bottom range. So at any point, if we do break through this level, I won't be surprised to see Bitcoin come and test, the 26, these sort of levels, if we do get there. And then what I do have as well is I have the top trend, where as well as I've been sort of managing the bottom support zone, we also have the resistance zone. And it's a place where we've hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times as well. So we basically got Bitcoin narrowed down. I want to narrow it down to a simplicity of like, okay, I want to know the key level of where we're sort of holding and the key level that we're not getting through. And a break of either of those and a close under that will give me the indication that, okay, like we can be looking at lower levels, or we're finally going to get a relief bounce from this long move that we've been moving to the downward side. Because we know, guys, even though we have these big moves, at some point we do have a decent sort of relief rally. Remember this a month ago where we rallied through from the early 30s and we went all the way back to nearly 50K again. So these rallies do come. We just want to sort of narrow it down to what is the areas we're looking at. So for me at the point, 31,000 is the zone where we're currently getting rejected quite a bit in this sort of level. And we're basically getting bought up in the region of 28,000. Let's just mark that down. Basically just above 28,000. So as you can see, we're basically forming this sort of parallel channel, this sort of sideways channel. And this will give us the indication of where we're getting. Now, if I zoom out a bit more, okay, to see that, okay, if we break and close between either of the zones, where are we going next? I have the bottom range, as I said, which is the lower range, the 26K sort of zone, which is sort of to fill this wick. I kind of feel we did get some sort of interest in that zone. So I kind of feel that they want to hold the zone for a little while. If we do shoot through, I'm looking there probably quite quickly again. And then we got the levels of us breaking through. If we break the 31K, we haven't tested any of these previous supports that we had. Bitcoin did well for holding this for a long time. It was holding the 30,000s for quite a long time. We haven't tested that as resistance. We haven't confirmed that we are making, a sort of lower point after this, especially that lower high that we like to talk about. So the reason why I'm getting for the live trading show is because I'm waiting, and this is why I haven't gone live on the show yet. I'm waiting for the pure break of this trend over here to catch the little relief rally. Now, let's jump to some higher time frames quick, because, what has happened, I am now probably 60, 70%, sitting the way that we're still going to go test 20,000. I still feel we're going to go test the previous all-time highs. I don't think it's just yet. I think we got a short-term relief rally in between that. And then I do feel we're going to test those levels. And we do have the dominance really creeping up quite quickly, which I'll show you guys now. And that's going to hurt the altcoin. So that might be the possibility of, like, the possible point of us saving a part of our portfolio, rather turning to safer assets at that sort of zone. And then sort of waiting to see, do we break through? Can we buy the retest, or are we waiting, Bitcoin's going to get crunched. Because think about it now. If Bitcoin goes to 17K, you're probably looking at a $700 to $800 ETH again. You're probably looking at a $3 link again. You're probably looking at a lot of these tokens, going another 50, 60% lower than what they're currently at now, which is quite crazy. It's taking us all the way back to the early 2020. And then people are saying bear market, right? What is a bear market? Guys, a bear market is just a ranging market. A bear market is where Bitcoin now falls to 15,000, it goes to 30,000, and then it goes 15, 30, 15, 30, 15, 30 for the next 2 years. That's a bear market. It's a ranging market. You're still getting 100%, 100% moves to the upward side and 50% drops. But that's basically what we're looking at, that not this continuation of just growth to the upward side does not mean that the market doesn't range. It just means we've got to change the strategies now, and we're going to jump to the next sort of view. Now, let's quickly jump into the weekly here, because I've showed you guys the short-term sort of view. So we're still fighting the 0618 on the weekly. This is measuring the full move from all the way from the bottom to the top, from the lows that we made from the March crash, all the way to the top that we made, I think, which is in November. And usually, on very high time frames, when we hold 618 or even 786, that's where I'm getting the $17,000 mark. If we drop and we come down to the next sort of zones, these are the zones where we can be looking at accumulating for a while, where the whales will be loading up for a while. And it could take a little bit of time in the zone. And then we can start, back on track to get the market back to the higher levels of where we used to be. Because end of the day, if we want to sum it out or not, Bitcoin, like the crypto market's in a massive range right now. It's in a range where we've got a top over there and we've got a bottom over there. Like we literally got the range bottom, which is sitting around, 10K, and we got the top sitting around, 70K. So it's a very big volatile range at this point. So we do have this 618, which means temporary bounce. We have done it where this is where we got the previous temporary bounce over here. But then we do have the 786. We have the 200 MA, which is there as well. So we mustn't be scared to understand that Bitcoin can go there. It can definitely be the next sort of zone. And if we jump over here as well, this is also indicating the previous all-time high. Now, let's just see over here. I just want to see. Okay, cool. Guys, I'm just going to jump off here. I see that the thing's basically, I got my one camera shutting off here. Okay, so if we jump off now, and I just want to show you guys here, let's go into the Dow Jones quickly. Let's go look what's happening in the stock markets. Because if we have a look at the weekly and where we actually are here, we did have quite a strong pullback. We had the stock markets. Actually get this one up over here. We did actually have the stock market, which has basically come down in the region. If we look at the Dow Jones, we looked at it's basically pulled back 16, 17%, right? And we do have the next support that's sitting around 29,000. So temporary, it looks like, we have hit some sort of support, because if we look right now, we are getting a really strong weekly candle from the stock market. So they were saying that they're going to start this off quite aggressively and then start slowing it down. We can sort of see that at the moment. We need the stock markets to start performing again. We need these things to start happening again, because then we know crypto can finally move. And the same here with looking at, let's jump in, there we go, the Dixie. Look at the Dixie now. One thing that I do like about the Dixie, remember guys, we want this to be weak. For raging markets and things to be really good for the markets, we want the dollar index to be weak. And one thing I do like about this was we did have like a sort of long-term, very long-term wedge forming. And as you can see over here, we did break out, but I actually really like that we're starting to break back in. Like this is important for me, for sustained growth and these sort of things. I really like that we're breaking back in here. So we're going to monitor this. As far as we know, like if we can get strong rejection here and we can have a really strong reversal as what we got then, it will indicate a good thing for us. So it's just something we are also monitoring at the point and where we're looking. Cool. Then let's jump into just dominance quickly as well. Just confirming again that all eyes are on Bitcoin. We can see this at the moment. And, we're looking at Bitcoin possibly from this levels. I never thought it would go here again, but it looks like we can get the possibilities of 48%. So even if Bitcoin bounces here and we start rallying to the upward side, it still feels like all eyes on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's going to rally first. And we're just restarting the whole cycle again, something we've seen many times in the past. Now, one thing I do want to show, let's just see over here quickly. Here we go. Is we did have Bitcoin really smash through the previous lows. But one thing I do see here is the total market cap has actually held it very well. It's held these zones as well. So even though, like, to us, the altcoins have been completely smashed and they've been really, really hurt, you know, like, they're still showing some sort of strength at this point as well. So it just confirms for me again that a good bounce in the market now, you know, we'll send the altcoins. They were the guys that dropped a lot quicker. Even Bitcoin dropped a lot more than the stock markets. But we do know when the markets bounce, we know how quickly the crypto, you know, bounces as well. You know, if we're getting a 3% bigger drop on crypto to the stock markets, we're getting a three times the amount bounce as well. So I wanted to jump on with you guys to just give you guys the view that, you know, hard time frame, we've been through a lot. But we're at the zones now where I am looking for a short-term relief bounce. We can look at the next levels of us coming down a bit lower. You know, for guys that do have money that is coming in every month and these sort of things, you know, it will be great to be a bit more patient to load up there. I feel, you know, I really feel getting Bitcoin back at the levels of 20,000 in these zones. Like, I feel like you missed the shot last year. And I feel you've just been given a very big gift in these sort of levels to be catching, especially the altcoins. You know, if you can be catching an ETH, you know, we look at ETH now and these sort of levels, it has bounced on a temporary support. So Bitcoin lost this. One coin that's showing tremendous amount of strength right now is Ethereum. Like, Bitcoin lost this. It's completely lowered, wick completely down. ETH hasn't even hit it yet. So ETH is definitely, I don't care what anyone says about Ethereum, like, it is showing tremendous amounts of strength. The last time Bitcoin was at these prices, you would see where ETH was, like, it's showing a lot of strength. The only thing is, obviously, if Bitcoin loses key levels, you know, you can be looking at $1,200 ETH, you can be looking at $1,000 ETH as well. But for now, I'm looking at a temporary bounce. If we break that trend, this is when I want to go live now, which I'll jump into shortly with you guys. But, you know, looking at a $2,500 ETH to the upward side, if we get rejected, we can be looking at another leg down. But at least, you know, if we start to take in context, so if we do get a 20-30% bounce in Bitcoin, we can be looking at a 50% bounce in ETH. We can be looking at 80% bounce in a lot of the alts. So if it comes to normal standard traders and normal guys that are getting in and out of the markets, you know, there's definitely a ranging market right now. It's a volatile market, but there's a ranging market. And by us taking advantage of a ranging market, you'll soon see how the consistency will start to pay off. But the only thing is, you know, you go and you look at all the other alts now. It's just changed our mind again. And remember, guys, I came in this from trading for myself and stuff, but now I've come in and I'm going to gun you guys whenever we're in a bull market or bull cycle again to take a lot of profits into ETH, Bitcoin, and USDT. Like, take tons of it. It holds the best. It's another lesson learned for us. You know, like, if we are in a lot of alts right now, yes, I'm also in tons of alts. The Lunar ecosystem completely destroyed me. We got hit hard. Just because you make bigger amounts of money and you get to a bigger account size, you know, you get smashed a lot harder as well. You know, like me personally, over $800,000 drop in some of the Lunar ecosystems that's been wiped from our portfolio. You know, guys, that's hard. Like, you know, I started from $400 2 years ago. For me, that's tons. Like, I could have helped a ton of people. I could have done a lot. You know, I stuck in that ecosystem. I believed in it. And look where it makes me stand now. You know, we've taken a lot of smacks along these journeys as well. And it's just another lesson through these times. That we will be focusing a lot. But as you can see, you know, we can be looking at an 80 cents Theta. We can be looking at, you know, DOT coming back to these previous things of $4 to $6. We're looking at Link going to $3. We can looking at Solana. You know, if Solana loses these levels now, let me actually clear the chart here so I can show you guys. If it loses these levels now, you can be looking at Solana going back to $20. You know, like, these are the next zones that we can get into. It is quite messy on where we're at right now, and it can take a little bit of time to recover this. But guys, end of the day, we're back in this level again. We're back in accumulation. We're back in sort of bear market territory, if you want to call it. I like to call it a ranging market. But we started again, and this means we got to change some sort of strategies and some sort of things. So the market's good for now. I think we've got to pay a lot of attention to the relief bounce and what we're going to do then. I actually want to see if I can turn this for you guys so I can chat you. I do apologize. My one camera is starting to pack. It's been shooting footage the whole day throughout the whole thing. So let's actually get this out here now. So guys, first thing I want you to do is I'm going live in the next Saturday's the day I want to go live. It's when I'm seeing the temporary breakouts. sort of happening. It could be Sunday, it could be Friday night. It is going to be happening in the next 3 days. Now, I know there's a lot of people hurting out there. I know there's a lot of guys have been smashed, a lot of guys have been hit. And that's why I'm starting off with brand new accounts, small accounts with you guys as well. I've done it before. I want to prove to myself. I want to be there as well. I'm going to be running these accounts. I'm going to be start live trading with you guys, and we're going to actually be, my screen is going to be shared permanently with you guys, so you guys can see my trades. You can see where I put stop losses. You can see where I'm buying. You can see all these things happening. I have a whole crew that's going to be joining me as well. So it's not only going to be me trading. I'm going to be having quite a bit of guys. I know you're in pain. I know you're in pain. Trust me, I've been speaking to tons of people. And right now, we're in that point now where the damage is done. We've all been hurt. We've been hurt quite badly. I'm also pissed off about the whole situation. But now it's time. It's time for heroes again. It's time for us to jump on together and to rebuild together and to do what we got to do. And I know we can do it. And this is why I want to do it live with you guys as well. I feel like it's my passion. I'm back in my zone again. I feel like we can do it together. I think it's going to be great. Now, we have the US guys, which I know are talking about Bybit. Remember with Bybit, guys, you can literally have two... as long as you, I think it's two Bitcoin withdrawal, no KYCs, like there's no KYCs there. A lot of guys are saying they can't get it. You can get it with NordVPN as well. This is the only way, guys. You can select another country, another thing, if you want to be using Bybit with me. And then MexC as well. The link is below in the description, guys. Please set your accounts up, get them ready. Tomorrow, I'm going to be having, let's just get this off over here. Tomorrow, I am going to be having an entry course coming out for you guys. I'm going to be having a course coming out that's going to be showing you guys everything you need for the live trading session. So when I say this, you know what to do with that. I don't want to sit and explain. I want to get to work. I want us to be going to find out when I am going live. And we're going to be hitting and writing these accounts together. I'm going to be teaching you all the different accounts. I'm going to be teaching the guys that want to make salary, the guys that want to pay stuff, the guys who want to this. And you want to see it, I'm going to be running accounts right in front of you guys and showing you guys exactly what we're looking at. You got 2K left, not giving up. Exactly. We're going to start fresh. So guys, make sure you open your accounts, please. Use the links below and get them ready, and let's get started. I'm waiting for the market. I'm literally waiting. Let's get this back on here. I'm literally waiting for the market to have a confirmed breakout of this bottom wedge to the downward side. Now, remember, if we do show tremendous weakness, we will be shorting too. So I'm going to be teaching you guys how to short the market as well. We don't care if it's going up or down now. We're going to trade it as it is. Crypto market's over. Did someone say that? Maybe, but if we short, we can make a lot. I'm waiting for the breakout of this wedge. I'm waiting for that. And then I'm looking at a lot of interesting alts, because if we look at a short-term like push of Bitcoin, you know, speaking about Bitcoin, you know, making that little rally to the upward side, we go look at one like Theta. And for me, as a trader and these sort of things, a push from here, a breakout from here, just testing that is 100% for me. Now, if I have a spot, a margin, and a leverage trade open for that, you know, you'll see exactly how powerful this can actually be. So, guys, I love you lots. I'll see you guys shortly on the weekend. There will be a course coming out tomorrow. I might do it live. I'll let you guys know. Otherwise, it will be pre-record. And then, as you can see, the live trading show is coming. Saturday, we start. We kick ass together. We fight this war together, and we get through it. It's time to start again. Remove from the past, ignore what has happened. I know it's the hardest thing ever. Reboot button. What you have is what you have. That's it. And we start fresh again. I love you lots, Banter fam, and I'll see you all on the next show. Much love.